Welcome back. Following up from last time, I've decided to take some of your guys' advice and actually fit an XE center console and just try retrofit their heater controls and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just the process of what I'm doing with the heater controls. Decided I'm going to make a new panel. So I'm going to make a new panel because it's easier than trying to fit XE controls, cable controls and stuff like that. So and obviously again, because this car is sort of an XFXE mock or whatever you want to call it, I'm not too fussed on originality, so I'm just going to make it all fit so then I can get it through roadworthy and do everything I want to do with it. So let me take you through that process, then I'll bring you back and I'll show you where we're at. So I'm going to chuck you, so I'm going to show you sort of how I do my template and put you on time lapse, and then we'll come back and I'll show you where I'm at. Cheers. So what I'm doing here is just doing a really rough template. So I'm actually going to make a whole new panel to mount all my controls. Plus I'm going to do something cool with the old spinning etc. So I know it looks rough and it's getting rough. I'm going to just get it to a rough size. And obviously I'll do the fine trimming of the I'm pretty much just going to have a flat panel that sits there. I'm going to have these two switches up here, two switches on the bottom, and then I'm going to guys. So I'm just going to show you. So obviously following up from last episode, I fitted the XE dash pad, but I still had the XF center bit. So what I've done, as you can see, what I've done is I've fitted the XE. This is all just for mock-up, so I'm going to get better quality stuff, just making it all fit up first. So this is XE center dash. I've decided to use that, and this is the piece that you would have seen me do on time lapse. This is what I've decided to do. So these controls normally come up here on a XF, and the wiring is so long. Once I clip it and reroute it, it will almost fit, I reckon, to these. So I might not even have to extend the wiring, but I wanted all my controls, so my hazards, my lights, everything. So all I've done is I'm not running a stereo. If I do run a stereo, it'll be in the glove box in here. Plenty of room, or I might even try retrofit one in this cutout in the center console. So but yeah, this is the pad we measured up and we done. So I'm using the factory XF, sorry, it's not actually in yet, but so the factory XF controls. So you can see that it's all bolts in, and then that will sit in there. So that will sit. Sorry, I'm going to trim it up, but that will sit in there, and then where these 4 holes are is for the aircon, the vents, the heater controls, everything. So I'm going to I don't know where I'm going to keep this, or whether I'm going to use this as a template to then make out of steel or something else, but either way I'm going to cover this in material, probably the same material as this, so it sort of all matches and flows. So I'm going to cover this in the material, then I'm going to have my knobs, just so you can see. I'm going to have my knobs like that, and then I'll get labels printed up. So before knobs like that, I've test fitted the controls behind, they all sort of fit in. So knobs like that, this will be all black, and then all these will be functioning once this is secured. I think that's just the easiest way to do it. I don't then have to muck around with putting new plugs and rewiring these switches. I can just have these switches. I'll give you a better picture. There you go. I can just have these switches mounted correctly. Obviously they're upside down, the logos and stuff, don't worry about that. But once it's all covered, yeah, these switches are all sort of mounted in correctly. I don't have to rewire the plugs, and then all I have to do is just screw in these controllers into the back of this, put the dials on, get some stickers made up, cover it up, and I'm done. And that allows me to keep, obviously again nothing's bolted in, but that allows me to keep to retrofit the XE center with the rest of the XF controls, heater controls, so I don't have to worry about that, and happy days. So because I've done that, I'm not gonna bore you, but I'll finish this off camera, but you guys get the idea. You guys get the idea of what it's going to look like. So I'll finish that off camera, and then my next project, which I might do off camera again, I don't know if you guys are interested, I might maybe do a small video, but my next thing will be wiring in the XE cluster. So obviously I've got my factory XF cluster plugs. I think it's only 2 there actually, so got to cut these plugs off, and I've got the XE other end of the plug, so they're round, and then I just got to look through a wiring diagram, cut all these up, match it all up to hopefully what will work with the XE cluster. And then I've got the XE surround and stuff like that, so I'm going to go with an XE S-Pack cluster, because the car, I'm doing it up as an S-Pack. So yeah, so yeah, just to recap, just got to cover all this up, and probably with black vinyl or something, just so it matches. Keeping the XF switches, they're all bolted to the panel, that way I don't have to muck around wiring. And then I just got to wiring the XE S-Pack cluster, and then that's pretty much all I'm going to do to the interior actually, because the rest of it, because the car's only because because the car's only sort of 140 k's and it was in the country and stuff like that, it's probably the seats are quite good. I'll show you, the seats are in quite good condition. They just need a good clean, but they're not ripped or anything. I saw some really good door trims, which some XF. I'm keeping my XF door trims because I'm trying to stick to a budget too in doing this. The only thing is, you can see the line here obviously doesn't match the shape of the dash anymore, but you know what, this line still matches up. It's only that bit, and you know what, that's not that great of a deal to me. So yeah, so I've got Fairmont gear XF door trims, but manual winders, and I just managed to find them in the same color. So all the seats are staying, everything's staying, because everything's actually Mickey Mouse. I just wanted the XE dash top and XE cluster and make all the heater controls work and stuff. So so yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick small video. I know it's probably not the most exciting video, but yeah, I've got to get through some of this stuff to get to the cool stuff. So I've got some new stuff coming with on the outside and engine wise and stuff like that. So if you're interested in more of these sort of me just working along, figuring out shit, like, subscribe, share, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, so I do these videos because I like, you know, I do this sort of stuff day in day out anyway. So I thought, why not film it and show you guys, and maybe someone else that's doing this conversion or wants to do this conversion can sort of get a bit of a guide on what they can do, what works, what doesn't work, and then, or even use my ideas and improve to make your own ideas. So anyway, that's it. Enjoy. Peace.